Welcome back, weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. So I felt the need to do another French manicure, and I really wanted to do it on short nails because I feel like there's not enough content about short nails out here. So we're going to use two of my favorite French manicure colors. I've got Whipped Cream Bikini, and I've got Scarlet from Revel. I also love this, I'll call it a French dip tray. You can pretty much use it for dipping in general, but I love it for French. It gives the most beautiful smile line, super effortlessly. It's from Amazon, and I'm going to be using my Mani Boss dip liquids. They're a little bit on the slower drying side, so I love them for a French manicure. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to do a full coat of the dip base on the entire nail from cuticle to free edge. You of course want to be careful with your dip liquids. You don't want to get, it's glue, you don't want to get that on your skin. Wherever you put this liquid, the dip will stick to, and good luck getting it off if it's on your skin. Once I had the dip base on, I'm going to go ahead and ever so gently nudge my finger down into that white dip powder. And you can adjust this angle depending on how straight or curved you like your French manicure to be. I like a little bit of a curve to mine, so that's the angle I'm kind of going for. I'm really going as straight as I can. I'm not really going down. I'm going more straight. You want to be gentle though. You don't want to put too much pressure. You want to make sure your powder is nice and fluffy. And you want to make sure your powder is absorbing into that liquid. That way, when you pour over your pink, like I'm going to do right now, you don't stain that pink. And you do want to pour over. You don't want to dip into the pink. I've seen a lot of people do it, and I'm sure that you can. And if you want to take that chance, good luck and Godspeed. But I know for me, if I dip my nail into the pink powder, my white tip is probably going to fly up and not be clean and crisp. And that's not what I want for this particular look. So I prefer just to pour over. I'm going to take my dusty brush, remove any and all excess. I'm going to go the extra step and grab my stiff scrubby brush, just because any color that's semi-transparent like the pink can look kind of speckly or bubbly if you don't get all that excess off. And then we're going to repeat the entire process one more time. Now, you don't have to do one nail at a time. You can do all 5 nails with the first coat and then do the second coat on all 5 nails. But for the sake of not being too repetitive in this video, I'm only going to show you this on one nail from start to finish. So I'm going to do the same exact process. Nothing is different. When I dip my finger into the white again, I'm going to use the smile line that I created first as my guide. I want to make sure I line it up as precisely as possible, and that will help give you the most precise smile line. So once I have my 2 coats on, and I think that works for me, but that will depend on you and the products you're using. If you need to do an extra coat, go ahead and do an extra coat. I'm going to go ahead and clear encapsulate with my Modelones transparent acrylic. Acrylic is dip powder is acrylic. It's basically the same thing. I like this particular clear. It's very, very thin and it absorbs beautifully into dip liquids. So I'm going to do a coat of this over top the French. That way when I go to file and buff, which I'll do off camera, I don't wreck the design that I just worked so hard to achieve. This will add that little layer of protection. It also adds a layer of strength to your natural nail. making it a little bit more difficult to break. So if you have issues with cracking or breakage or something along those lines, clear dip powder or clear acrylic will be a great addition to the routine you already have. So once I have that dipped, I'm going to remove all the excess. I am going to use my stiff scrubby brush yet again because, again, it's clear. I don't want it to look speckled or bubbly or anything like that. Then I'm going to activate twice. I activate twice pretty much all the time. That's just my force of habit. You may not need to do that, but I am going to do my 2 coats of activator. I'm going to leave my filing routine up in the card so you can see exactly how I do that. And when I come back, the whole hand will be done and we'll be ready to top coat. So here's the whole hand done before filing, and after filing, here's what we are looking like. So if you wanted to do your dip top coat, your dip top coat, you totally could. At that point, you would activate and then do your 2 coats of dip top like you normally would. I'm a gel top coat kind of person, so that's my preference. If you also like doing a gel top coat, I would highly recommend doing a coat of gel base first. That will help prevent against any gel top coat peeling problems you might have. Because I don't wear nails for super long, I typically skip that step as a time saver for myself. So I'm just going to throw on my favorite no wipe. Nope, that's a lie. It is a one you have to wipe down. My favorite gel top coat. It's by Gelish. Yes, you have to cleanse it. It has a tacky layer, and that's okay. I don't mind doing that because I really love this gel top coat. So here's a little, I don't know, nugget of information about gel top coat that I recently heard. Even if you're using a no wipe gel top coat, it is best to cleanse the nail and wash your hands before you put on cuticle oil because there still might be chemicals on the nail surface that can cause an allergic reaction. So I'm going to cleanse off this tacky layer real quick. I'm going to go wash my hands to make sure I'm not contaminating myself. And then we're going to put on a little bit of cuticle oil per my usual. And then we are going to be done. This was super duper simple. This is on my dominant hand, by the way. So if you need a design that you can do even on your dominant hand, this one is super simple. You don't need any kind of ambidexterity. You don't need any kind of nail art. You don't have to be experienced with line art brushes or use gel polish or anything that you don't want to use. You can do this with strictly dip powder and dip liquids if you wanted to. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thank you for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.